Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back at it again in here for another video for you guys for today. And today, yes, I am in here for my Raw review for you guys. But before I get into the actual Raw review in itself, and one of the reminders for this week, and that's with the hottest Ustream show, will be back this Sunday. This time, we will be back for the Hell in a Cell preview show at 3 p.m. So hopefully, you guys will be able to spread the word, and hopefully, I will see you guys there. And basically what we're going to be talking about, favorite Hell in a Cell matches, last minute Hell in a Cell predictions, and with the build up going into Hell in a Cell and stuff like that. And really whatever we didn't get to talk about or finish last week, we will be most likely talking about this week for the Hell in a Cell preview show, so hopefully you guys will be able to part of it. And like I mentioned before, it is free and easy to make a Ustream account and to join us on the chat there as well. And as well to join us at Skype. All you gotta do is add me, Fortminorproject on Skype, and as well Simon Nico HD on Skype too as well. And just to be sure to add us and make sure you let us know that you want to be a part of the panel. So it's free and easy to do that. So you can't go wrong with free. So that's another good thing to join us this Sunday for the Ustream show, and as well for the other Ustream shows as well. So of course it's looking to be one hell of a show for this Sunday. Hopefully you guys can be a part of it. And now getting into the Raw review in itself, and to me it didn't feel like really too much of a go-home show to Hell in a Cell. It just really felt like another Raw until the end basically. And I guess that what happens with the 2-week build, so it is what it is. But nonetheless I did enjoy it, and nothing really too much to complain about with Raw this week. So I just didn't really feel too much of a Hell in a Cell go-home show. But anyway, getting into what we did get to see on Raw, we kick things off with Triple H and really talking about what happened, with Awesome Truth last week and why they were basically fired and everything like that. So we won't be seeing them for a while, and still pretty pissed off about the Awesome Truth interfering in his match against CM Punk and that champions, and they still have to pay that fine. So we still have that with them, so that's what pretty much happens there. And then we have Dolph Ziggler coming out and ranting about, losing to Zack Ryder last week, and with the help of Hugh Jackman helping Zack Ryder, and Zack Ryder of course pissed off on what happened, and wondering what Triple H was going to do about it, to help him with that. So Triple H makes a match, and has its championship on the line. Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler will be going one-on-one in the rematch. So that's what basically happens for later on in the night, and I will talk about that of course later on in the night. Well, I should say later on in this review. And with that being said, we have Cody Rhodes also coming out pretty pissed off after losing to Randy Orton on SmackDown, and wanting something done about it. And of course Triple H makes another match, and this time it's for the Intercontinental Championship in the Battle Royal. So things not really looking good for Cody Rhodes last night, and especially when he has to go in the Battle Royal and not happy about losing to Randy Orton. So that's what pretty much happened there. Then of course, yes, we got Christian coming out, and of course looking for a woman match, and actually pretty pissed off as well, losing the World Heavyweight Championship match and the Lumberjack match last week on SmackDown. So of course he's wanting one more match, and does he get another title shot? Not exactly. He does, however, get to face John Cena in a non-title match. So that's what pretty much happened there, and that's what pretty much kicked things off for Raw. And what I thought was a good segment there. So that's it when it comes to that. And then we get into the Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal, which is right after that. Not really too much to say about the Battle Royal, but what we did get to see here, we had Cody Rhodes taking on John Morrison in this one, Sin Cara, Ted DiBiase, Daniel Bryan, Ezekiel Jackson, Sheamus, Justin Gabriel, Alex Riley, and Drew McIntyre all in this match. And of course, each guy trying to take out each other, of course, in every Battle Royal. And we did have a help here by Christian trying to help Cody Rhodes, and in a way he does get the help here as well. And that's why Cody Rhodes ends up retaining the Intercontinental Championship. And I was kind of going for Ted DiBiase in this one a little bit, just to see how they was going to get the win there, and hopefully get the Intercontinental Championship. But hey, that didn't happen, so nothing really to complain about there. So I didn't really mind that Cody Rhodes ended up winning and retaining. So that's fine in itself too. So gotta thank Christian for that one, for helping Cody Rhodes there pretty much retain. So that's it when it came to that. And right after that, we did have a Divas Tag Team match. The Divas of Doom taking on Kelly and Neve on this one. And with this, I thought this was a good, short and sweet Divas match. We did get to see some good things here. Of course, the double teams and, the Bulldog and the Head Scissors by Kelly. A couple of things by Beth Phoenix and Natalia. And we saw a really cool submission by Natalia as well, which I believe was done to Eve at the time, so, that submission was pretty cool in itself, so I did enjoy that. And in the end, we do get to see the Glam Slam, and Divas of Doom ended up getting their, finally, their win over Kelly and Eve, and hopefully we'll get to see another win this Sunday for the Divas Championship, which we learned that match will be also happening with a rematch with Kelly and Beth Phoenix, so, that match as well should be a good match, like their last match at Night of Champions, so that's it when it came to that one. Then we got into a match which really never got underway, which is actually good that it never got underway. Mark Henry against the Great Khali. Really it was just a beatdown. Mark Henry inducting the Great Khali into the Hall of Pain, so nothing really too much to be said there, but Mark Henry continuing his dominance and looking to retain his World Heavyweight Championship this Sunday, so that's it when it came to that. And then we get into the non-title matchup between John Cena and Christian, and with this one I thought this was a good match for what it was worth, until we had the run-in by Del Rio and CM Punk, so for what it was worth, it was a good match, and we did have a disqualification, so didn't really care for that, but hey, it is what it is. It was a good match until the run-in, so no really runner was made in that one, so that's basically it when it came to that. Then we get into the US Championship match between Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler. Now this one, I enjoyed this one, and we saw some good things by Zack Ryder and Dolph Ziggler. And with this one, running things down, what we did get to see pretty briefly here. And we see the kick to the gut here, as well as the elbow drop and the Broski boot by Zack Ryder here. Also, as well as the zigzag, I should say. And we did have help from Jack Swagger. And with that being said, Dolph Ziggler ended up getting retained here and winning over Zack Ryder here, so pretty much getting his payback from last week. But then, of course, Teddy Long does make, yes, a tag team match, and this time it will be a handicap 3-on-2 match. And this one, of course, was good, so, nothing really too much bad to say about the tag team match, but, it wasn't really needed, I will say that, but hey, it was a good tag team match, so I will say that. And of course, we see, the double teams here, good back and forth work by both of these teams, but in the end, Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler ended up getting the win here, I believe, and if I'm not mistaken with that, well, actually, Kofi Kingston, I should say, with the help of Mason Ryan. Before I get into any of that, that's right, Mason Ryan does come out, was supposed to be the third guy for Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler, but that didn't happen, and then we see a random face turned by Mason Ryan, which I didn't really see coming, to say the least, so actually helping Zack Ryder get the win there, and that's right, yes, Zack Ryder and Boom getting the win there, so, it was a good match, and I wasn't expecting the face turned by Mason Ryan, nor did I really care, to be all honest, so that's it when it came to that anyway. Then we get into, finally, the main event, Del Rio against CM Punk. Of course, we had a good main event here, and good back and forth match, and good chemistry between these two, and it made up for a good match. So running things down briefly, what we did get to see, of course, to see the headlock here, as well as the elbow to the outside by CM Punk. We see a little brawl between both of these guys on the outside. You see the kicks here, as well as the high knee, as well as the enziguri that Alberto Del Rio usually does. And like I mentioned, was a good match, and in the end, CM Punk gets the victory with the kick and takes out Alberto Del Rio, and of course winning the match there. And with that being said, after that we did get to see a preview for Hell in a Cell with Alberto Del Rio taking out John Cena and CM Punk, and really looking to take John Cena and CM Punk to Hell this Sunday, and looking to become champion and hopefully hold the championship too, since he basically got screwed out of the championship. So Alberto Del Rio looking for some payback, so it should be a good triple threat Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship this Sunday. So that's what pretty much came to the close with that. And with that being said, like I mentioned, it wasn't, or it didn't really feel like Hell in a Cell, go home show, but I did enjoy Raw nonetheless. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you thought should have been more differently about Raw this week. And with that being said, hopefully I will see you guys for the Hell in a Cell preview show. And that about does it for my Raw review for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, so don't be afraid to leave a comment down below in the comment box. Of course, as always, I love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions, and as always, I will talk to you guys later on. Peace.